Did you know that the Inca Empire, once the largest empire in the Americas, rose from a humble mountain tribe to dominate a vast swath of South America in just a few centuries? It's a story of ambition, ingenuity, and resilience, but also one of mystery. How did a small group of people living in the harsh Andes manage to build one of the most sophisticated civilizations of their time? And why did their meteoric rise ultimately lead to an even more dramatic downfall? Stick around, because by the end of this story, you'll see how the legacy of the Inca still resonates in surprising ways today. Let's set the scene. It's the 12th century, and the Andes Mountains are home to scattered tribes eking out a living in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Among them is a small tribe called the Inca, settled in a valley near present-day Cusco. Their world is a tough one, marked by unpredictable weather, rugged terrain, and constant competition with neighboring tribes. At this point, the Inca are far from powerful. In fact, they're just one of many players in a fragmented Andean world. But something's about to change. The legend begins with Manco Capac, the mythical first Inca ruler. According to Inca lore, he and his sister wife, Mama Oclo, emerged from the waters of Lake Titicaca, sent by the sun god Inti to bring order and civilization to the world. They carried a golden staff, a divine tool to find fertile land. After wandering the highlands, they struck gold, literally and metaphorically, when their staff sank into the soil at Cusco. Here, they established the foundation of what would become an empire. But was it divine destiny or sheer survival instinct that drove them to succeed? Fast forward to the 1430s. The Inca are still a modest tribe, but their fortunes take a dramatic turn under the leadership of a young and ambitious ruler named Pachacuti. Now, here's where things get interesting. Imagine this. Cusco is under siege by the Chanca, a powerful neighboring group. Defeat seems inevitable. The reigning Inca ruler is so terrified that he flees, leaving the city to its fate. But Pachacuti, his son, refuses to surrender. Rallying the few defenders left, he launches a counterattack so fierce that it not only drives the Chanca away, but also marks the beginning of a new era. Pachacuti doesn't just defend Cusco, he transforms it. Under his leadership, the city becomes the political, spiritual, and cultural heart of the empire. And his ambitions don't stop there. He reorganizes the Inca society into a highly efficient system, introducing laws, taxes, and infrastructure that bind his people together. Roads stretch across mountains, suspension bridges span deep valleys, and agricultural terraces carve order out of chaos. This is not just survival, it's a vision for the future. How did one man achieve all this? Could it be that Pachacuti was not just a warrior, but a master strategist who understood the power of unity and innovation? With Pachacuti at the helm, the Inca embark on a campaign of expansion unlike anything the Andes had ever seen. Their method is as clever as it is ruthless. Instead of simply crushing their enemies, they offer them a choice: join the empire peacefully and enjoy its benefits, or resist and face annihilation. For many, the promise of prosperity under Inca rule is too good to pass up. But there's a catch. The Inca demand loyalty, and to ensure it, they relocate entire communities, dispersing potential troublemakers and integrating diverse groups into the empire's fabric. It's a policy of calculated control, one that's as brilliant as it is brutal. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. Success brings challenges of its own. As the empire grows, so does the strain on its resources and leadership. By the early 16th century, The Inca rule a territory that stretches over 2,500 miles, from modern-day Ecuador to Chile. It's a feat of engineering, administration, and diplomacy, but it's also a house of cards. And then, like a thunderclap, disaster strikes. In 1527, a mysterious illness sweeps through the empire, killing millions, including the Sapa Inca Huayna Capac. The disease, likely smallpox, brought by European explorers who had yet to even reach Inca lands, devastates the population and throws the empire into chaos. With no clear successor, a brutal civil war erupts between Huayna Capac's sons, Atahualpa and Huascar. By the time Atahualpa emerges victorious, the empire is a shadow of its former self, and as if on cue, a new threat arrives: the Spanish. When Francisco Pizarro and his band of conquistadors march into Inca territory in 1532, they're not just facing an empire weakened by disease and war. They're facing an empire that's also struggling with its own internal divisions. Pizarro, with fewer than 200 men, captures Atahualpa in a bold and audacious move that changes history forever. The ransom he demands, a room filled with gold and silver, is paid in full, but Atahualpa is executed anyway. It's a betrayal that sends shockwaves through the Andes, signaling the beginning of the end for the Inca Empire. But why did it all unravel so quickly? Was it the arrival of the Spanish, or were the seeds of collapse sown long before? Think about it. An empire built on rapid expansion, held together by a delicate balance of power and loyalty, was always vulnerable to disruption. The Spanish didn't just conquer the Inca, they exploited the cracks that were already there. Yet the story doesn't end with the fall. The Inca legacy lives on in ways that are both visible and invisible. From the awe-inspiring ruins of Machu Picchu to the Quechua language still spoken by millions, the spirit of the Inca endures. Their innovations in agriculture, engineering, and governance continue to inspire, and their story serves as a reminder of the resilience of human creativity in the face of adversity. So what do you think? Could you have led a tribe from the harsh,